What if I told you that everything you believe to be real is nothing more than a carefully constructed illusion? What if the life you're living, the choices you're making, and the world you see around you are all part of a program designed to keep you asleep? Sounds crazy, right? I thought so too, until it happened to me. One moment, I was living a normal life, and the next, my entire reality shattered. I didn't ask for it. I wasn't searching for truth, but truth found me, and it hit me like a freight train. This is the story of how I woke up from the Matrix. You ready? Let's dive in. Welcome to the Matrix Source Creator. If you've ever felt like there's more to this world than what you've been told, you've come to the right place. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay connected as we uncover the layers of this reality. If you'd like to support the channel further, you can send a gift via PayPal. Every contribution helps keep this content coming your way. Let's journey beyond the illusion together. My Matrix Awakening story. I was 16, just another ordinary day, until everything changed. It hit me out of nowhere. One moment I was fine. The next it felt like my world was collapsing. My heart started pounding so hard it echoed in my ears. My chest tightened. I couldn't breathe. Sweat drenched my body as a wave of panic washed over me. What's happening to me? Am I dying? My mind spiraled into fear, every thought darker than the last. It was like being trapped in a nightmare I couldn't wake up from. Time slowed down. Seconds felt like hours. I was gasping for air, heart racing, mind screaming. I thought it was just a panic attack. But deep down, it felt like something more. Like my entire being was rejecting the reality I thought I knew. In the middle of that chaos, one thought broke through the noise. What if this isn't just anxiety? What if this is a wake-up call? And that's exactly what it was. After the panic subsided, I looked around and nothing felt real anymore. Everything seemed off, like a dream. People moved like robots, repeating the same conversations, caught in their routines. I started to notice how life seemed like a never-ending loop. Wake up, work, consume, sleep, repeat. And for the first time, I questioned it. Why does life feel so scripted? Why does nobody seem to notice? That moment of fear cracked my reality wide open. It was like pulling back a curtain to see the machinery running behind the scenes. Glitches became impossible to ignore. People repeating words like they were programmed. Déjà vu moments that couldn't be explained away. I realized we're all living in a system designed to keep us distracted, to keep us asleep, to keep us from remembering who we are. And the craziest part? No one around me seemed to notice. When I tried to talk about it, people brushed me off, told me I was overthinking. I even sought professional help, physical and mental. They told me it was all in my head, that I had the control. But I knew something was off. That panic attack was more than a health scare. It was my soul screaming, "Wake up." After many years had passed, I thought it was over, so I let it go, so I thought. Until one day I was being pushed again and again and again. So I dove down the rabbit hole. I read, researched, questioned everything I had ever been told. Religion, politics, education, media, it was all connected. All part of the same web of control. The more I learned, the clearer it became. This world is a matrix. A carefully crafted illusion to keep us from realizing our true power. We are not powerless beings trapped in flesh and bone. We are creators, souls playing a game we forgot we signed up for. But waking up isn't easy. It's terrifying to realize that everything you believed was a lie, to see the world around you for what it really is. There were times I wanted to go back, to forget, to pretend I didn't know. But once you see, you can't unsee. And before I continue, if this message is resonating with you, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps spread this message and connect more people who are waking up. Let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced something like this. I'd love to hear your story. What's wild is that the deeper you dig, the stranger things get. I started noticing how society conditions us to believe we're insignificant, that life is random and meaningless. But once you question that narrative, you realize it's designed that way. Designed to keep you small. But you're not small. You never were. There was this one night, months after my awakening, where I just sat outside staring at the stars. And for the first time in my life, I felt it. That connection to something far greater. Not in a religious sense, but as if the universe itself was whispering, "You are more than you've been told. You've always been more." To find out. It was self. That realization hit me harder than any panic attack ever could. It wasn't fear anymore. It was awe. But the journey isn't just about seeing through the lies. It's about reclaiming your power. Learning to navigate this world as a creator, not a victim. And yeah, it's challenging. People will call you crazy. Friends might drift away. But you gain something far more valuable. Freedom. Freedom from the mental prison that once held you captive. And that's how I became the Matrix Source Creator. Not to scare people. Not to claim I have all the answers. But to share my journey. To help others see the truth and to be a guide for those beginning to question reality. I created this channel to connect with those who, like me, started seeing the cracks in the illusion. To remind you, you're not alone. If you've ever felt that nagging sense that something isn't right, that there's more to life than what we've been told, you're not crazy. You're waking up. And waking up is messy, confusing, and yes, sometimes terrifying. But it's also the most liberating thing you'll ever experience. There is a lot more to this story, all the different paths I chose to go down on, but in the end it was, and is, the correct one. So I challenge you, question everything. Look around at the world with fresh eyes. Ask yourself, who benefits from me being asleep? Who gains from my ignorance? And more importantly, who do I become when I wake up? So, are you ready to wake up? To see the world for what it really is? The choice is yours. You can go back to the comfort of illusion, or you can step into the unknown and reclaim your power. If this resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What was your moment of awakening? Let's wake up together. And if you want to go deeper down this rabbit hole, stay tuned. We're just getting started. There's so much more to uncover, and I promise it's worth the journey. Remember, the Matrix is everywhere, but so is your power. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Until next time, stay aware, stay powerful, and never stop questioning.